Alright guys, this is Jacob from Wager Me This, and I got another 10-7s video here. This is going to be part 2 of the Iron Cross. In this one, I'm going to try to show how to mitigate the 7 on the Iron Cross. It's actually very difficult, but it can be done. It's just not easy. The Iron Cross is a very negative strategy just as it goes normally because of the field. The field costs you money when you win. I don't ever like to win and lose at the same time. That's why, like with the ATS lays, I don't lay the number I'm trying to hit because I don't want to win and lose. All right, so let's get into it. Got a $1,000 bankroll here. We were playing a $100 Iron Cross. So this is what we were looking at. It looked like this. And a $15 field. So this means you have $100 exposure on every single roll. So you need to be able to mitigate $100 worth of exposure. There's a few ways to do that, obviously. First thing first is you should be playing it through the don't. You should always play your Iron Crosses through the don't. I know a lot of people don't do that, but so this is how it should actually start if you're going to be playing the Iron Cross. You should start with a $100 don't if you want to play a $100 Iron Cross. I understand that the 7 here, it costs you $100, but if you just put the Iron Cross out there, the 7 also costs you $100. So we're just trying to get through one roll here. Let's see if we can do it. And we got a 5. This is perfect. You actually want it to land on a box number when you're playing the Iron Cross. And I'll explain why. Because now you've transferred the number to the 7. So now your 5 is your 7, which is a winner. But now you don't have to put $100 out there. So your 7 is actually a winner. You don't have to have $100 to win on the Iron Cross now. You see what I'm saying? So what you actually have is $75. So your 7 is 25 and your 5 is your loser. So this is how you mitigate the Iron Cross being dangerous. Now if it lands on these other numbers as your point, it's not as effective, because then you're losing a field number and a box number. So it's just not as effective. It's much better. In fact, the 5 is the best one it can land on. All right, there's a $15 winner. And also in the Iron Cross, you should be looking to press it. And I know it sounds crazy, but you should be, because there's an 8, so it's a $20 winner. The reason you should be looking to press it is because you win on every roll. So every time you press up, you're going to be winning more money. All right, so let's go 3 hits and then we'll start pressing. And we got a 7. So we didn't get there. That was our 3rd roll. But this is the great part about this, is we're going to drop a quarter. This is going to pay there. And ta-da, you've won some money with no risk really on the board. Your risk was all on the 5. All right, so let's see where we can get next roll. Same thing, we're just going to repeat this process. We're going to go 3 hits and then we're going to start pressing. And we got a 4. See, this isn't even though that's a better number for the don't, it's not as effective now, because watch, we have to put $100 out here to get the same effect as before with only 75. And also, we now don't have the 4 as a field number. So the field got less valuable, and we still have to have the same amount of money out there. But it's still good, it's just not as good, in my opinion. All right, here we go. And we got a 6. This is going to be a $20 winner. Let's hit number 1. And that's just the way I look at it. I'd much rather have one of those inside numbers, because then you're less risk and your 7 turns into a winner. See, right now, the 7, that was a dice off the table. The 7 is just a break-even number. So you have to have a few hits before you're even gaining anything on the exposure. So we only had 1 hit and then we lost. So this is just all going to break even. Now it is better than playing the Iron Cross the other way, where you just be getting your butt kicked. All right, here we go. Next shot. That's second 7. We're looking for another one. Now, come out 7's obviously going to kick your butt. All right, there's a 6-2-8. Yeah, and that's the risk of the strategy. All right, so again, we're in a better position again, even though it's on the 8. It's not as big of a deal. And if you are really worried about the 8, remember you have a $25 buffer. You can play this hard 8 over here. You know, for $10 or whatever, they'll give you a $90 win. You still have a $15 7. So if you do want that 8 to be mitigated a little bit, you can take the hard 8 away. You know, it doesn't bother me really. I'm just gonna roll it. If I roll the 8, I do. And there's the 6. All right, that's hit number 1. It's a $20 overall winner. See, because we lose 15 here, but we win 35. That's why it's 20. All right, here we go. And a 5, 3-2. Same thing, $20. So that's hit number 2. So when we start pressing, we're not going to worry about the don't because our exposure is already met. We've already met our exposure at the table. So we're just going to press the numbers and the field. Or we're just going to roll a 7. All right. So again, that's going to win $25 on the 7. Oh, actually, it's going to win $30. Perfect. Rack it all back up. So obviously this is going pretty well since we haven't lost. All right, let's trade this in for 100. All right, here we go. Same thing. We're going to just keep repeating the same process. And we're going to hopefully keep winning. And there's the 9. Again, I feel like the 9 is the worst number you can get playing this way because you're going to have full exposure and also you lose the best field number. So it's kind of like a real even wash here. And there's a 7. So all we did was break even on that one. We didn't lose though, so that's a big deal. Didn't lose. All right, same thing. Just gonna leave this right here. Next shot. And that's all we're trying to do. We're just mitigating the damage and still trying to play the iron cross because the iron cross, from just a hit standpoint, is great because you're gonna hit every roll. All right, so let's put 30 back over here that we don't need now because we got the 6. And just this time, just because, let's go on and put a $10 hard 6, all right? Now, just because I want to show this also, it's not necessarily think I'll roll it, but so now the 6 is 90 of the 6 is covered. So if you roll a hard 6, it's not going to be as bad here. It takes it down to more like the 5 and the 9. And we have a 3. All right, perfect. $15 winner. It's one hit. A 4, 3-1. That's 2 hits. We look for one more hit, then we're going to start pressing these. And normally what I do is I press the box numbers first and then the field. All right, that's our 3rd hit, the 9, $15. So now when next hit I'll press the 8 or the 5 or whatever, and then just move all the way through. And there's a 4. That's a $15 4. All right, so let's just start with the 5. 15 on the 5. And the 7. We didn't get there. No big deal. $100. All right. So obviously we're winning. We haven't lost yet. Oh, there's our first loser. Remember, we're just going 10 sevens. Drop that. Next one. We don't want a whole bunch of them. And we got a 5. All right. We got the best number, I think. In my opinion, this is the best number to have playing this style. you still get your good 6 and 8. And then I just think this is the best way. As long as you don't roll another 5, you're golden. And we have a 9, 6, 3, 9. All right. Let's hit number 1. Of course, we hit the 5. 4, 1, 5. So this actually loses as well. All right. Those bets will be off. Oh, that wasn't a 7. That was a 5. 4, 1, 5 right back. Okay. I'm gonna put it back. So we definitely we've probably lost most of our profits now, but we were ahead probably $200. So again, there is money management involved, and you should leave when you're winning. Obviously, I'm going 10 sevens. It's a $20 winner. 4, 2, 6. Another $20 winner. The second hit. After I lose, I always start my hits over, guys. And the 7. We didn't get there. All right. I'm going to add a quarter here. Just going to pay. We're not doing bad. We're actually back up in the profit, I would say. So we got another 100 there. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're in the profit in the rack without the 100 that's on the table. 415, so we got right back on that number. All right, let's see if we can get a good little run here. I don't expect it to do it, sorry. But it would be cool. The reason I don't expect it is because the 7 should come every 6 rolls. Here we go. And we have a 5, 3, 8. It's going to be a $20 winner. Okay, let's hit number 1. And again, this is just transfer and risk. Obviously not. It's just transferring it right to the number we're rolling, I guess. All right, here we go, coming out. Whatever reason, I'm just rolling those 5s. And a hard 4, okay. Try to get some hits in here. I don't know, I can't stay away from that 5. Let's hit it a bunch now. Come on, Mr. 5. Oh, wow. 3, 1, 4. That's gonna win that time. All right, so let's try it again. This is not gonna be on there. Them box numbers obviously are not working. Oh, right, we got a winner back. All right. Oh, back to backs. Fantastic. So this is kind of lucky here, but still, it's part of the way this will work. You're going to have some come out winners. We had some come out losers. Oh wow, 3 in a row. Now that is a little lucky, but again, it's part of the mechanism. It's why it's mitigating. It's all part of the mitigation. All right, and there's an 8. So our new point is 8. Pull that down, get us a field. All right, so that was definitely helpful. And it's all part of it. That's part of mitigating the damage. And there's a 7 out, so perfect. So we're gonna get 30. There, so 100 there like that. All right. Coming out. 6, 3, 9. you know, those come out winners were just like me re-rolling the point on 4 and stuff, and just repeatedly there. So like good luck, bad luck, whatever you want to call it, it goes in streaks like that. It really doesn't matter in the big scheme of things. That stuff doesn't. Just stick to what you're doing. Stick to your tools and all that, and like it'll maintain itself. Obviously, just saw a prime example of that where we went on kind of an unlucky streak and then kind of on a lucky streak. So that's really not luck or not luck. That's just probability writing itself. It's just the nature of it. All right, so there's a 7. So 100 and 100. Didn't lose nothing there. Didn't win nothing there. All right, our last rolls here, our last 7. We got our 5, the beautiful 5 that's just a nemesis today. All right, here we go. Maybe it'll take off for us this time. All right. So last roll here, we're going to get our 3 hits and then start pressing, I hope. And we're not. We're going to hit that 5 right back. All right. You got to love it. All right, no big deal. Drop it. Here we go. There's a 5, 3, 8. Seems like the 6s and the 8s have been far more friendly to us than the 5. So here we go. Let's see if we can get some hits in. Ouch, we didn't have our Hardway coverage. Oh, what am I doing? That's a prime example of why you should do it. All right. Here we go. Oh my, 6-5, yo. See, it's all coming right back. What we did win, what we didn't lose in here, it's all kind of coming back. This is the, and the 5. This is the danger of the strategy. Very dangerous strategy anyway. And we got a 10. Let's hit number 1 because we've won and lost a bunch of different times here. All right. And the 6. That's a $20 winner. Oh man. There's a 7. Okay. That sucks. Let's see where we ended up. We did fine. I don't know if we're winning or ahead. I think we are, but we did fine. All right. Let's drop this for 100. Make it easy on ourselves. All right, so there's 500, 800. So we're at 955. We're down about $45. That last little run cost us. We were definitely up plenty in the hands. Hitting the points and stuff as much as we did it is uncommon, but still, I was just showing that this is a way to definitely mitigate it. I think the original one lost like $300. This one was definitely up plenty at different times that you could have left. I went through the 10-7s and we're still only down $45 after a pretty rough run at the end here. So it lost a good $200 at the end right there. So you could have easily left at pretty much any time, up 100, up 200. There's multiple times you could have left in that position. This is what I'm saying, is that these strategies can work. You just have to mitigate the damage, mitigate their risk, and then roll through them, and they will work. But anyway, so what is that, $9.55 I said? That's not too bad, $45 down. You could probably play one more hand of it. In fact, let's do that really quick. Let's just play one more hand of it, see if we can get our 45 bucks back really quick. Just because I'm kind of curious myself. I just think that the mechanism of it works in that fashion. As long as we don't roll a 7 or 11 here. And we got a 9. So same thing. All right, so we would need a couple hits and we'll have our money back. 538. It's a $20 winner. So there's half of it. This is what I'm getting at, is by playing this way, mitigating the 7, not having the 7 a problem, there's a $30 winner. So there you go. You'd have all your money back. Since you're not shooting, since you're not ever playing, now you could be shooting because you are playing the pass line, but you're playing this as a not a shooter, you could pull all this down. You could take that off if you wanted, or you could just roll it out and see what happens. So again, you know, as long as we don't roll a 9 here, there's the 7. It's going to pay itself. You made your little money back. Now you're in the profit. I mean, that's just how quick. Just mitigating it by a simple bet. One simple thing added to the Iron Cross changes the way it plays tenfold. And so this is just another one of the videos where I just wanted to show why and why not. Why you should play something and why you shouldn't play something. And if you are going to play it, how you should play it. And there's a lot of reasoning behind that. There's a lot of time and effort on my part and many other people's parts of proving these things, proving why you should do things certain ways. And this is one of them. You can play the Iron Cross all day long, as long as you want to throw a don't in there with it. It will manage itself very well like that. And you just wait for your one good run, get up 20% or whatever, and head to the house. Anyways, guys, this is Jacob from Wager Me This, and I hope you guys like this video.